be yourself. Everyone is special.
I'm so sick of British television. It's become so terrible in so many ways. And I'm so excited by what they're doing in Italy right now. The Italians have the second time they've done it, and they're expecting, I think, some 100. I've got the figures of how many hundreds of thousands of people are going to take part in it. That Italians are so utterly sick of the cheap, garbage, trash television that they have to watch. Artistic organizations and humanitarian organizations have put together a proposal where for 1 week, I think it's in January or maybe it's now, I can't remember, but for 1 week all Italians who object to being patronized and used by the television companies for the crap they have to watch, leave their home with their television remote, and they go to a cinema, to a theatre, to a cafe, to a bar, to an arts centre, to a museum, and they put their remote control down, and for that their admission is reduced by 30% because it's a protest to say we're not having it anymore, we're coming out of our house, we're turning our television off for 1 week to show the television program makers that what they're throwing at us is shit, and we've had enough. I think this is so exciting.
Just to give you some statistics, there's 39,000 in the homeless shelter system. It's the highest number ever. There's an unofficial number of 115,000 homeless others. I say unofficial because they can't catch everybody, you know what I'm saying?
New York is the greatest city in the world.
A lot of people go by, like you said, they say, the homeless is a scam. They don't realize it can happen to them. The 6 months preceding 9/11, the shelter system number 1 to 5%. Now, whether it was directly or indirectly correlated, we don't know. But I always throw it out there when someone makes a comment when they go by, I'm the homeless. A lot of people think it can't happen to them.
I would love for the world, for people to be citizens of the world and not citizens of their own backyard, if you know what I mean. I think, and especially in America where you have people commenting about countries in the world and they've never been outside of their trailer park. You know, it's ridiculous. You know what I mean? People, you respect people's culture when you visit people's other people's, and this is, the world is ours. You know what I mean? There shouldn't be, you know, I wish we could get rid of barriers and visas and passports and all of that, you know what I mean, because we're citizens of the world. We should care what happens in Iraq, and we should care what happens in Africa and in Zimbabwe, and because of the fact that this is our world, and what happens there affect what happens here. You know what I mean? And I think that's one thing I think we should, you know, should be educated on that, basically. And for someone like me who have traveled the world and basically know, you know what I mean? So when I go somewhere and I hear somebody saying something that's just absurd and ignorant, you just know that this person just never had a stamp in his passport, ever.